Trump kicks Zelenskyy out. Zelenskyy made it painfully clear in his recent visit to the White House that he is a novice at diplomacy. Will Ukraine survive under his leadership? Zelensky's literally getting a masterclass on diplomacy, aka deal-making, power, and influence, but arrogantly argues with the master. For starters, if you can't make a deal with your friends, how can you hope to make one with your enemy? Instead of a gracious and optimistic approach while the whole world is watching, Zelenskyy boldly argues that peace is impossible with Putin, figuratively slamming the door on peace talks. There is a time and a place for tough negotiation, and that's not in front of the media with the whole world watching. Closed-door negotiations allow for intense discussions, and most importantly, the ability for everyone to save face. Second, Ukraine cannot win this war. They can only hope it becomes too costly for Russia, and Putin decides to walk away. Not likely at all. Zelenskyy is naive and delusional not to understand that he's not holding a very strong hand, as Trump reminded him. If the US walks away, Ukraine becomes helpless. No matter past transgressions, the dynamics of the situation have changed with the election of President Trump. Why not give diplomacy another shot and call for an immediate ceasefire and negotiations? Lastly, let's be honest here. The only card Ukraine holds is its mineral-rich lands. On one hand, the only way the US stays involved is the promise of access to Ukraine's minerals, which would undoubtedly bring security and economic stimulus to the war-torn country. On the other hand, occupied lands could be the bargaining chip to end the conflict. Putin would get his NATO buffer, and Ukraine gets peace and the opportunity to rebuild. Zelenskyy's stubborn refusal to accept even the possibility that Russia will retain some of its conquered lands may backfire and result in the fall of the entire country. Following his expulsion from the White House, Zelenskyy may have realized his blunder and changed his tune. Will it be enough to get the minerals deal back on the table and a ceasefire in place? Only time will tell if Zelenskyy can salvage Ukraine's future, but this diplomatic lesson from Trump? It's a masterclass in deal-making. What do you think? Let us know below. Subscribe for more explosive political breakdowns.